How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys some breaking news of Super Mario Run, a game that was recently announced during Apple's presentation. So, I'm pretty excited because we need even more Nintendo apps, and Nintendo's going through and catering to that. Hence, we've got Miitomo, and we've got some unreleased Fire Emblem game and Animal Crossing game that's coming out. But before we even get into those, Super Mario Run is the one that's just recently announced. Now, it's going to be exclusive on iPad and iPhone, or any of the iOS devices, so that's pretty cool. Not really sure if they're going to be on Android, but I've got both devices, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, during this YouTube video, we're going to show you guys the full-on presentation of Miyamoto going on stage and showing everything. I'll show you guys the exact footage from Nintendo's mobile YouTube site. And of course, at the very end, we'll go through and dissect everything and get pretty much excited for the game that we'll be releasing this December. So, without further ado, let's jump on into it, shall we?
Something, or rather, someone missing. And I'm so happy to announce today he is coming to the App Store. Welcome, Mario, and please welcome from Nintendo, the father of Mario, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, team. For the past 30 years, every time Mario has encountered a new platform, he has evolved and continued running toward a new goal. And now, Mario is running toward his next goal, iPhone. Please let me speak in Japanese, so I'd like to ask Bill Toinen to translate. Bill, よろしくお願いします。まず我々この選んだ iOS の上で
as many people as possible all around the world to be able to enjoy playing as Mario, and they'll be doing it first on iOS. And they'll be doing it in a brand new game, Super Mario Run. What's the magic of Mario is that anyone can pick up a game and instantly start playing. And this time, we've made it even simpler to begin. So, why don't we show you how? Now, as the title suggests, Mario runs automatically to the right. And as he does, he'll hurdle small gaps in certain enemies. It's very simple, and the movement feels great. With just the tap of a finger anywhere on the touch screen, you can make Mario jump. And the longer you tap, the higher he jumps. This is key to getting high scores. In later levels, you'll see blocks that will change Mario's direction, and others that will start and stop him with precision timing. But the goal remains simple. Collect as many coins as you can and get to the flagpole at the end of the level before time runs out. But what's new this time, what's different, is that you can play the game one-handed for the very first time. And what that means is that you can play while holding onto a handle on the subway, while eating a hamburger, or while eating an apple. But in addition to the traditional Mario gameplay, we've also prepared a brand new way to play. It's a new battle mode called Toad Rally. And the first thing that you do in battle mode is you choose an opponent from this list to try to beat their high score. Today, I've asked Hideki Konno to play for me, so who should he compete against? Oh, Looks like he picked Phil.
フィルさんのデータに今度がチャレンジをします。
So we're going to try to beat Phil's high score.
必ず。はい。このゲームはね、フレンドだけじゃなくて、世界中の人たち
Now, battle mode will have you competing not only against your friends, but for the first time, players around the world.
で、この勝敗は、
Victory in battle mode is determined based on the number of coins you collect and the number of toads you impress. Because the toad characters appear every time you do a daring move. There's no flagpole in the battle mode, so you just keep running, jumping, and collecting coins until time runs out. As you do, you may see a little sticker of Mario moving through the course. In this case, that shows us what Phil was doing on his run, where he collected his coins and where he gathered his toad fans. In the matches that you win, the toads you gather will become residents of your very own Mushroom Kingdom. So another new element you can enjoy is expanding and customizing your Mushroom Kingdom using the coins you collect in the game. At the end of battle mode, Toadette appears to tally the score and show who won. Oh. Good job, Kono-san. Sorry, Phil. はい。
はいですね。はい。このスーパーマリオランはできる
We
だけ
want
たくさん
as
の
many
人たちに
people of
安
all
心
ages
して遊んでい
to
ただ
be
きたいと
able
思い
to
ます。
enjoy playing Super Mario Run.
そのために最初に一定のお
For
金
that
をいただく
reason,
んですけれ
we
ども、
plan on releasing the
その後
game
どんなに
at
遊
a
んで
set
もお金
price.
はかからない仕組みを考えて
So
い
you
ます。
won't have to worry about continuing to pay. You'll just be able to play to your heart's content.
はい。スーパーマリオ今年のホリデーシーズン発売します。
We'll announce pricing later, but Super Mario Run will release in time for holidays in 2016.
楽しみにしてください。
I hope you look forward to it.
はい。それでこの発表を記念してね、iMessage のステッカーも準備していま
We
す。
have one more piece of news. We've prepared a set of Super Mario stickers for iMessage
ぜひともお友
that
達
will
と
launch
家族で
day
使
and
って
date
みて
with
ください。
iOS 10 that I hope you'll send to all your friends and family.
それではスーパーマリオランの発売を
In the
期待してくだ
meantime,
さいね。
you can look forward to Super Mario Run.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so that looked pretty cool. What do you guys think? Now, this is the footage that we're going to get from the official Nintendo site. Now, just looking at it, it's pretty much the same thing, but a little bit more high quality. It's a little bit more scripted for their YouTube channel, but it pretty much shows exactly what you can do within the game. As you guys can see over here, there's going to be different levels based off of the New Super Mario Bros. U, or New Super Mario Bros. Series in general. For those of you guys who played that on the Wii version or the Wii U version, I'm loving the physics of it. I'm just watching this and I'm like, holy cow, I can't wait for this thing. So we're just going to go through this really quick and just show you guys pretty much a little bit more of what they showed on screen, but a little bit more formal and higher quality. It looks great, the sound effects are perfect. Now we get our first look at Bowser, jumping over him pretty easily, cutting the axe, and destroying him. Looks pretty good. So there you have it. Alright, so taking a look at it, what happens is, we'll put a quick pause on it. Alright, so it's going to be, let's go over the facts really quick. It's going to be a December release, right? So that means that it's going to be right in time for Christmas. That's going to be awesome. So, of course, people are going to want, hey, you know, give me those iTunes cards so that I can go through and buy this game on the App Store. Now, Miyamoto also did say that it was going to be at a set price, so it's not necessarily a free-to-play kind of game. So I was also taking a look at the actual listing on the App Store. So if you guys take a look at it, you guys can go through on the App Store right now and get notified when the game is actually going to be released. So go through and do that. But anyway, I was looking through it, and the terms on the bottom, it did say that there were in-app purchases. So not really sure what the in-app purchases are going to be. Maybe this weird bubble thing in the top corner can be something that you can purchase or use your coins towards, or maybe it's something along the lines of buying things for the Mushroom Kingdom that you guys get to make on your own. I'm very curious as to about that, but if you guys have any predictions on what you can purchase within the game, definitely let me know in the description. All right, so what else we got? So it's not free to play. It is going to have an initial cost. There are some in-app purchases. There's going to be 3 different modes within the game. Of course, as we've seen on the presentation, we've seen that there is a world select screen. And that is pretty cool, a world select screen. Let's actually go back to that really quick. We'll go over here and then we'll join you in a little bit. Right about now. Okay, so I'm here. We're going to look exactly where was the world select screen. That thing was awesome. How he was pretty much showing exactly what you can see. And with that, you can see exactly that. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay, oh, so there's a little sneak peek of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, were they supposed to show that? And then right at the beginning, they did. So that was cool. So here we go. We're going to jump in. World select screen. Okay, so right here is what we're looking at. So if you take a look right on screen over here, it's going to be World 1 has, I want to say, 3 main levels, and then maybe a boss level or a castle level after that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty much the world tour. In typical Mario fashions, there's usually 8 worlds. So I'm kind of confused if maybe the screen is just not scrolled down all the way, and maybe there's more on top of there, or maybe that's something that you unlock after you beat World 6. We won't know until the game comes out, but that's truly what I'm thinking. Usually there's about 8 worlds, and then if you do everything within the worlds, you'll unlock maybe a 9th world. That's typically how it goes. So I think that that is pretty cool that they went through and they showed all of this fun stuff right over here. Now, that's going to be the main mode within the game, the first out of 3. So the next one is going to be the Toad Rally game, which was right over here. So this is pretty interesting, the Toad Rally game. As you guys can see, there's a Reggie. Reggie has a high score over there. I think we've got Bill Trinan has a score over here. So a bunch of Nintendo devs are right over on top over there. Now, this is pretty interesting, just watching them play through this, because it's not necessarily beating the level, but it's also doing it with a certain amount of skill involved. And you have to do like some tricks or do really well so that the toads can actually cheer you on and you can get a better score from that. So I think that that's pretty interesting, because whenever I play Super Mario Bros. U, I'm always trying to do triple jumps and like float in the air with the little twisty thing that Mario does, and doing wall jumps, and like playing Mario games with style is what I love doing. So let's go through and analyze this. There were a couple things that I noticed while we were watching him. So they're right off the bat, if you take a look right up top, right over that way, there's some sort of gray meter. And while he was playing the game, it looked like every time you did a little flutter jump in midair by tapping the jump button, it filled up a little bit. So I think that once you fill that up, maybe you can get like an automatic boost in score, or maybe a toad will automatically join you. I'm not sure. But as you guys can see over here, getting the mushroom doesn't net him any cred or anything like that. But I do want to pause it right when we did that. So the first toad came up over here simply because, I want to say, because he got the first pink coin within the entire map over here. And as you guys can also see, they mentioned it inside the video, is that the player who you're playing against will be represented by a paper Mario. So you can kind of see which routes they go, and then, of course, you can use that ghost data to improve your runs. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so moving over here, and as you guys just saw, so as Mario was falling down, he did the little flutter jump, which extends the jump a little bit. It's a very advanced technique that you use in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And as you guys can see, his meter is filled about maybe 1/5, 1/4 full because he did that. I thought that was pretty cool, and I want to find out more a lot about that. So here we go. Moving on. And you can see he did like another little trick. And what exactly did he do? I'm curious. Okay, so the screen is moving. Okay, so we got coins. Oh, we got that other pink coin. Okay, so we got another pink coin, and then a blue toad decided to join him. So that's pretty good, especially if you do a single-time run of the level, and you get all the pink coins. I think that's a way of getting maybe the highest score within there. And what else do you got? I don't really see too many things going on over here besides the fact that maybe he got... Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what happened. As soon as he jumped on that dry bones, if you guys take a look, as soon as he jumped on the dry bones, a little blue star came out, and then his blue meter actually filled up even more. So that's pretty cool. So every time you damage an enemy, you will get at least 1/5 of that blue meter. That is cool to me. All right, I didn't realize that at first, but now, like, as I'm watching this, that's pretty awesome. So then, of course, you guys can go through over here. You can see exactly what you did in this little timeline thing over here. How many pink coins you got, how many coins in general you got, and how far you finished onto the level. And, of course, Toadette is going to go through over there and give you all these thumbs up and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. So Phil had 3 toads for some reason, but since you won, you gained all 3 of his toads. Not really sure. Maybe those are the toads that Phil earned inside his run. But either way, I think that's pretty interesting. I think that is very interesting. So, moving on. Let's go back to the footage over here, and we'll go through and we'll pause this accordingly too. So, as you guys can notice over here, so what we're noticing is that if Mario comes up to a mini ledge that's maybe about the size of him, he'll like parkour over it. You don't even have to press the jump button. So pay attention to that too, because that's not necessarily a physic we've ever seen in a Mario game, at least not like an auto-scrolling Mario game. If you're auto-scrolling, you're like against a wall, you're going to be stuck there. And I think that this is pretty interesting because it's going to be an app where, just like Miyamoto said, you're going to be on the train, you're going to be over in eating a sandwich, and all you have to do is literally press the screen in, and you'll be able to jump. So I think that that's pretty cool. So let's jump on in. Let's continue on with this. So jumping on the Goombas, and as you guys can see over here, you can touch the Goombas. You can touch the Goombas. Aside from jumping on them, you can literally touch them and parkour over them. So there's no... I don't know if you can actually get hit. Maybe you get hit by fireballs, but all of the... As you guys can see right over there, he parkoured over that Goomba. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, so usually in New Super Mario Bros., if you run into a Goomba, you'll get hit and you'll shrink down or die. But this one, you simply parkour over it and go from there. Now, with the developer's conference footage, you can see him doing the exact same thing to a Koopa Troopa, where he would walk up to a Koopa Troopa and then automatically kick his shell down. So that's pretty interesting, too. So take a look at that footage. But yeah, this is really it. I'm very curious as to what that bubble icon is in the top over there, because it's obviously filled in like we have that item. I'm not really sure what it's going to be, though. Is that going to be something that'll prevent you from getting hit by something? Like, let's say the fireballs that come out of the bottom, or Bowser, or something that you can actually get hit by. Maybe that's something that's going to protect you for a run. I don't know, but what is it? What is that bubble? And as you can see, each of the levels has about 5 coins in there, and it definitely does calculate all the coins that you have, and you can do the flutter jumps, you can go through and slide, and there is a timer, so you can't necessarily stall the entire level going through, and who knows, maybe you'll get a timer bonus at the very end of your run that will equate into coins towards your full amount. So you guys can see the backwards arrows over here. Whenever you jump on the backwards arrows, you'll go through and jump backwards in the level. And then whenever you activate one of these diagonal arrows, they'll lead you with a path of coins. And this right over here is like a little pause switch. You guys can see that right over there. So when you're on it, I think Mario will automatically pause and wait until you press the jump button to continue on. Because, of course, if you're just running up to Bowser right over there, you might want to stop and like pretty much time everything that you want to do there. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Super Mario Run for the iOS. That is pretty cool. I am so excited for the game. If you guys are excited for the game, definitely smash that like button. And of course, join me because I'm going to be playing this game very soon when it comes out. So thanks again for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, please definitely click on over to the... click on over to right over here, the playlist. Yes, of course, we got our Patreon supporters. Shout out to them. Watch the playlist right over here. I'm going to be playing it as soon as it gets released. You guys can take a look at the newest video here. And of course, if you guys want to watch the day 1 live stream of the event, definitely click right over here. If you guys want updates on everything Super Mario Run, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for even more. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.